try. Okay. I really need to get a better mic for the next time, because apparently it's not that good, but for now it should work. So let's close that one. And hello everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the stream chat, then I'll answer right away, or ping me on Discord, Telegram, or Twitter or something, then we'll get into any question you might have. So a quick update what I've been doing in between the last stream. So there are some very minor adaptations on this area here. For example, in the beginning it was called here to read the white paper, which is now would you like to know more? It's a small hint to everyone who saw Starship Troopers or who is familiar with Starship Troopers. Because I'm not sure if what I'm about to write actually qualifies as a white paper. I looked up a few definitions, and since there's no business model behind that project, I'm not so sure if you could actually call it white paper or light paper or whatever, but I'm gonna have to figure out the exact wording at some point. Then here days ago launched counter also got added. That sort of gives them some additional informations. And here's now a snapshot link in there. So just a few hours ago I finished creating the fraction token DAO on Snapshot, which of course doesn't have a proposal yet, but the idea is in the future, if I'm going to move liquidity that I provided as the project, not me personally, but I mean I did personally provide the liquidity for the project, but everything that the liquidity that got provided via the fraction whale account, that's the first one, that's the deployment account, all of that liquidity token that has never been moved since there has been liquidity provided. So the idea is if a DEX stops to says yeah they're going out of business or becomes irrelevant or there's a better opportunity or something or something like that, then right now I would just basically remove the liquidity and put it into a new DEX or something else. But I figured why not let every token holder have a voice in this. So the idea is if I'm let's say I'm thinking of let's say Uniswap deploys on Gnosis chain, and it would make sense to move the liquidity from Honeyswap to Uniswap, then instead of me just flipping a coin and making the decision, there will be a proposal, and whatever the proposal returns back, that's what we're going to do. Also, the idea is since there will still be the NFT sales, that's sort of what the idea was behind the NFT sale for the Polygon expansion. So basically, you will be able to still buy each part of the logo. I mean, these prices probably will be higher once everything goes live. But the question will still be, now that the token is on multiple chains, for which chain will I provide the liquidity, right? So because some would say, yeah, we should provide it on the chain where there's the highest amount of token holders, so they get the best token price. But on the other hand, if there's no liquidity on the other chains, the token won't be getting popular on these other chains as well. So that's two sides of the coin, and either side, I would say, has a valid point. So it wouldn't be up to me to make that whole decision alone. But what still will always be the case, any revenue coming from these NFT sales will go into a liquidity pool. So for example, on that one NFT sale round, there was only got one NFT sold. But there's also the proof that the liquidity has been put into a quickswap liquidity pool. That's probably also going to be one of the first proposals anyway, to move from QuickSwap to Swapper or Sushi, or what we're about to see what the best options will be there. Okay, so, and that's something new. There's also here the snapshot symbol got added, and those are the new things on the home screen. I also set up this new section, so it's a little bit more obvious what's going to happen in the future. So the next section will be the token distribution overlay, where you can see how the token is currently spread across the networks. I think the last stream ended with exactly doing some sketches here, how that's probably going to be from the structural side. You know, this circular logo in there without any fractions, making it clear that the Connex router is in the center of all of that, and then have these arms that spike out there, although that's really a rough sketch here, where you can also see the percentage, how it's spread across the networks, but it's not gonna look like this. It's gonna look a little bit more techy, I would say. I also want to then have these lines pulsed, where I think here's one of the first. I put this here to not forget about the idea, because I want to have one fat line where the pulsing goes out of the rotor and into that, while the other networks, each of these arms should get these other 7 arms of every other network. They are thinner and they pulse into the router, so that you can see that it's always moving in 2 directions. But that's the main idea. I also recently thought about, because each of these detail logos, it still has the network specific sub shadow, but I figured nobody's going to see that. So I wonder if I just simply drop that thing and the connection goes into a bordered ring, so it has sort of this what's it called in English? In German it would be Leiterplatten. So you know, these circuit boards kind of style, but we're about to see that. Also this progress bar, the percentage bar, I don't really like it, so that's going to be different as well. I probably will do some adaptation to this here, like this drag corners, but yeah, we're about to see that. And just a small sneak peek what's then coming next, and the next thing will be the swap panel. The idea there is to provide a swap panel that's kind of similar to what we have here on the Superfluid dashboard. If that's probably because I need to move over here. So where you select the chain and the token, and then depending on what you select, you get redirected to a different platform. So right now the idea would be if you select only fraction, so you basically just want to move fraction from one token, from one chain to the other, you get redirected right away to the connects bridge at bridge.connects.network. You can also pass along some URL parameters on top, so it gets pre-filled here. That's what's going to happen then. So basically from avalanche to polygon, there's fraction to fraction, and then you do it via the connects bridge. So it's going to be redirected to exactly that address. If you select a super token to fraction, also by the way, it will always be on the website, it will always be to fraction. So I'm not going to provide anyone the option to sell the token, because if you really want to sell them, then you can find your own way. But if you select a super token you want to move from, depending on the chain, then you will get directed to the Superfluid dashboard, where all of that gets pre-selected. So 2 will be then, for example, gnosis chain and fraction, and from is whatever you just then picked here. But if that's a super token, then that will get chosen. And if you select a normal token, that like ETH or whatever, or something else, that will also be the other token option, then you will get redirected to transfer to 2.xyz from Li-Fi, and there you can basically choose then anything you want to, and also from any chain you want, because I think from the bridge there's, oh okay, they still have the phantom in here, but if we want to do 2, that's interesting. Why would they do that? And probably so they don't have to make sure, so they don't have to do any vetting or something else. They just basically grab nothing. But that's going to be interesting why they put that in the dashboard. I'm going to ask then VJ later on what's the idea behind that. But basically that's going to be the differentiator. So the connects bridge for straight simple fraction token transfer, the Superfluid bridge for transferring super tokens, and the transfer 2.xyz for basically everything else. That's going to be the end. And then there will be the Streambox on the one side, and right next to it the faucet. So basically you will see up on top how the token is currently supplied, and then it provides you down there below the 2 options to get your own fraction of it. Either you buy it and put money in it, or you use the fraction faucet, and that opens up the stream for you, and it doesn't cost you anything besides the gas fees to do that initial transaction. But there won't be any additional costs for you. Also, what I had to do to open up the snapshot, I now have the ENS domain. And since I have now the ENS domain, that opened up something nice as well, and that is I do have now here, if we go to the subdomains, now I have the faucet attached to that, so you will be able to also send to start the streaming from the faucet via an ANS domain. I'm not yet sure about if the address will be the same on all networks, because it hasn't been deployed on the newer ones. But if we manage to do that, then it will be just faucet.fractiontoken.eth for everyone. If not, there probably will be optimism.faucet.fractiontoken.eth, bnb chain.faucet.fractiontoken.eth. So that's still open, but we will have the ETH as well. Also, there's also a small idea. I've been thinking about also someplace else where there will be an app, a D app, where you can connect your wallet to it, and then you will also sort of a panel it's going to be, but that's sort of something for 2023, 2024, maybe later on, once everything here has been done, to write a super app, and that where one of the sections in that super app will also be the faucet itself, so that you can connect your wallet and then say, start the faucet, and then you don't have to do this zero transaction that the app sort of initializes that for you. That's but that's future stuff. Let's first get everything going what's planned for now. So, and then once that's in there's going to be the partnership, collaborations, and infrastructure, where you can also, it's sort of this logo wall where you can see what which projects or which other companies or projects the fraction token relies on, and also where it's currently listed, and there's also some to do in here where want to get listed. Also the streaming farms. This is here just a sort of placeholder to put that in there. Then I'm not so sure about this section here. So basically that's an overview what the fraction token project provided and how the tokens split it up from the project side. So basically it's going to, instead of everyone else have to figuring out if nobody's scamming in, or if there's so basically what I'm doing with the fraction token and where the chunks get moved, so that it's clear that basically all the fraction that got left behind, that they were used to provide additional liquidity, and that the liquidity token hasn't been moved yet. So what's the status for that? And just to make it more easier to make sure that there will be no rug pulls or something, or nothing super shady is going on there, because I mean, all of this information is public. You could look up which account deployed the contract and then do this trail of breadcrumbs. But I figured, since I already know what I did in the last year or so with the token, I sort of do that work for you and provide you all the links to the proofs. Also, because if I wouldn't do the project, I would like to see that on another project. So that's basically the thing. Yeah. And then there's also going to be the section for the NFT. So basically what we have here currently. It might be getting simply cloned from that thing. Then the roadmap, that also will look a lot like what I built here, but more specifically just for the overall token discovery expansion to the other networks. I mean, there will be quite a few things similar, and the idea is then, because every network will get its own subpage, and the subpage should get a more detailed roadmap then. And also, of course, there won't be a next hub. And I think the end is then the footer already, yeah. But although I'm not really sure what I really want to put in the footer, because I think the main menu will be there anyways all the time. Yeah. So there's what happened recently. That's the small recap and future out. So basically what I want to do now is start working on that distribution overview. And since the only thing I'm actually sure what I'm going to do is that circle here, so we're going to build that as an animated SVG. And I think we should start now with that. Okay. Also, I've been thinking that line here, I'm gonna extend that one down here, although that would go through that text here, and that's probably not gonna look very good. Okay, anyways, we basically all we need now is a fucking circle. That's right now all we need. And let's do that. 12. So we place here a simple circle. We'll leave a little bit of room out there because we want the shadows, and I want to keep the option to actually move that shadows around as well. So basically we can just save that. That's for now all we need. And we do make now, and we call that full circle, because why not? So, and then we go here, and I figured that the code is probably a little bit hard to read, so I'm gonna crank up the font size here, although for me that's fucking annoying, but I'm gonna get used to it. Okay, so we upload this one here, and we go here to the, Jesus, that really, I feel like grandpa is programming now. Okay, so we class full circle. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm placing a div in the middle of that second section, so that I can put then the SVG in the background, and then next step is just editing the SVG over and over again to make sure that it does exactly what I want it to do. So that's the background stuff, and here's the power by. So we are going to distribution. So first we make sure that the second section has position relative, because that places the pointer where I want to move everything around here in that. So basically, if I move up here, here starts the second section. You can see it if I open up here the code explorer. You see that's the second section, and it places the, yeah, that of course doesn't bring you anything if I point with the finger on the monitor. It puts the exactly here in that corner, that top. So if I move it 10 pixels, then it starts from here. If I wouldn't do that, it would still take it from the wrapper, and that would be on top of the whole page. Okay, so, and the second thing is now we're going with the full circle, and position absolute, and now we're gonna take a look how big we want to have that stuff. And that here is, oh, it's 440, but let's stick with the normal one. So we go with 12, 8, 12 big. And just to show it off, we make a red background. So what we have now here is, of course, I also have to upload this one here. So why? Oh, because I put there's the section inner that has this padding, right? And probably that one also has some why does that also have some position relative somewhere? Interesting. Is that oh, of course, because I didn't put the absolute any left or right. Because if I would now do left 0 and top 0, then it's in the corner. See? Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're moving this to the left, but we're going to calculate something. So we move it 50% to the left, which means it would be then somewhere here. And so we want to have it in the middle. We're going to subtract half of the width of the box. So I'm going to do half of that way, and what we do have now is it's in the middle. You can center things by just setting a margin left and right to auto as well, but since we want to have later on also the headline centered on top and everything we're going to build here has this corners, and we're not so sure if that will extract up here. I'm just going to go with that position absolute thingy right now. And we are now going to remove the H2 just for now, so that it doesn't display none. Okay. And that a little bit below, so it's just a little bit, so it's more centered. So stick with, and now we exchange the background with the image, which probably will be hard to spot because right now it's just a black circle. But that's going to change soon. So there we have the circle. And now what we can do is we can exchange a little bit the thing. So we do that now full circle from now on, and there we have the full circle in there, which is just black, and we are what we are going to do, because like I said, quite often I am very lazy when it comes to coding, so I'm gonna recycle quite a lot of stuff. So we are going to steal that here just for now, and we don't need that one here, we don't need this one, and we should, let's do the black circle. Okay. Hey John Holup, thanks for the follow. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer anything you might have in regards to the fraction token or the web stuff or whatever I'm doing right now. So let's just be sure that the filling actually works. We're gonna apply the class to it, black circle, and we reload it. Now it's red. That's awesome. So we have that one here, and now we are going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, not 9. We only need do ID. That's sort of, I'm kind of stupid. I could have exchanged it at the beginning, but it's not gonna take so long. So now we're giving every of this circle the ID here, so that each of them gets. Oh, fuck! I could have done. I'm such an idiot. But let's. I still need the class because we want to give each of those elements also the class network color underlay, so it sets the opacity to 25. Okay. So, and if we are refreshing this site right now, all we will see is a black circle. Ta-da! Oh yeah, so if you have any questions, I mean, I try to explain what I'm doing here and how it works, but if I'm too fast or if anything is unclear, feel free to ask and I'll try to jump in a little bit. But so what we have now here is basically a black circle, and below the black circle is another circle that has this color, and below that one is another that has this color, but every one of those who are below the other ones, they only have 25% opacity, so they are smoothing out. So basically that we can build this effect here, and in the end it's going to be like this, but similar to that one, we are also going to let it move around very smoothly. So I'm gonna put this one here. So basically that's the, what you see here is that code here, this whole bunch of numbers that I all wrote out of my mind, of course, is that animation here. And basically how that works is we sort of we let this thing contract over and over again on here, but each contraction is slightly delayed, and that gives this sort of hypnotizing effect and everything. Since we don't want to have that on this here, so we only want to let it move around, but still somewhat delayed, we can move that stuff with the transform thing. So basically, for example, let's try that with the BSC thing. If we make transform translate, then we can move stuff left and right, and there are sometimes you could only have translate Y to move it only in one direction, but we want to have this. So basically we could now enter pixel values, or from 0 to 1, so that it's 0 is 0% and 1 is 100% to move it out of one edge. So basically if I do here 0.25 and 0.25, then it should be now off by, let's reload this here. Transform, translate, and we probably need to do the transform origin to 65 pixels, so it's right in the center. And why is that not moving? Let's give it 100 pixels because I'm feeling I'm missing something. Or is the number 1 just for the scaling? Okay, see, so it got moved out of here. Let's see, maybe it's just percentage. Maybe we do need to write percentage here. Let's do 10%, 10%. Okay. We don't want to have that much. We only want to move it by 2. Ah, that's good. Okay. And so since that network underlay, that transform origin should be for all the ones below, I'm applying it to that one that also got applied to each one of the circles. And then we need to figure out where we want to place each of the symbols, because there's a pattern that we do need to take a look at, and the best thing for that is to open up one of that one animated thing. That's here in static, or basically the still one is probably even the better one. Okay, so because here we have the still one, and if I disable all that stuff here, I can figure out in which direction each network can move. Oh, that also looks pretty cool. So the Gnosis chain will be the one with 2% into one direction and 2% below. That's exactly what we have here. So we want to give that to the Gnosis chain, and then we're thinking about polygon, and polygon is on the opposite direction, so we can simply give that -2 and -2, and then we have optimism, and that should be 2 and -2, so it goes 2 below and 2 to the left. But I'm definitely sure I'm mixing that one up. So just to be sure, we're going to take a look very quickly. Yeah, of course I put it the wrong way, so it's in the wrong corner, so it's -2 and 2. But since Arbitrum is, oh no, Arbitrum is then just to the left, and we had, so if Arbitrum is to the left, we are going to 0, 2, right? Probably wrong, but yeah, of course. So it's 2 and 0. There is blue is out there, red is down below, and then we have avalanche, which is on top, which is, you know what? Since I, for the sake of can't remember those, I'm just setting the opacity to all of those. I already integrated to 0 just for now, so that I only see the last one I implemented, so I can double check that it's actually on the correct part. So of course it should be 0, 2. It should be 0, -2. See, that's what I meant. So it's on top now. Then with BSC, which is in the top left corner. So we should have now 2 -2. Could that be? Let's see, opacity. We also try to move that one. So that's the top left corner. Then we have cello, which is just to the left, which I think is -2 and 0. It's just simple guessing now at this point. Right, and we have Ethereum, which is just below. And since we can now figure out which one is missing, so we have here 2, 2, 2, 2, -2, 2. So it's probably 0, 0 and 2. That's just some. Okay. So we placed all of these, and now we remove the opacity again, so that we have all these elements in there. Okay. That means it looks now like that what we want to have. But the cool thing what we can do now is, since we translated that, we can move everything around. And we're going to do that by, let's do here the detailed stuff. So we want to give every one of these, it needs the same, the fill mode we don't need, the timing function we say, what do we say for that? It's going to be out. That's also for everyone, and that's also for everyone. So basically what we want to have for each animation is that, stuff. And for each specifically, we want to set a different animation, I think, because each one starts with something else. And we just, I think we also want to make different durations. So we started later on, have a different duration anyways, but all we do is basically just let them move a little bit in and a little bit out. So I'm going to just set each of these values from 2 to 0.5, so they just go back to normal and then back out there. But since, so basically before I do different durations and different delays, everything will sort of like squeeze together and go back and then. But then we give every animation a different animation duration, and also each animation starts at a different time, and that sort of makes everything a little bit wobbly. Let's see. So right now, just for testing, we apply each one to the same, and we see here the animation we want to have there is move closest chain and move polygon, move optimism. Basically how this works, you here define the keyframes. So for example, the first animation we're going to do is the move closest chain, and then you can say what should be at 0% and what should be at 100%, and you can change the direction also to alternate, then it runs backwards, or to something else that it goes to 100 and then back again, but doing that within the 100% stuff. So I'm just adding here 50% going there, or maybe doing a 75% to go somewhere, and then it should go faster back so that we don't have this same movement all the time. Then we do move RB from what? Let's do copy and pasting is your big friend here. Ethereum. Okay, so now we have that, and now we start here with so basically we want to have it at that when it's 0, and we want to have it at the same when we're at 100%, but at, let's say, 75%, we want to have that at 0.5% and 0.5%. So it's going to get down to that and up there over the time span of 20 seconds. Let's give that a big try. First try. So we should see one thing that's moving very, very subtle. You see it here? I probably can't, so I'm gonna scroll in like super bad. Here it moves out. Can you see it? Very, very subtle, very. But that's what we want. I mean, we might change the duration then to 10 seconds, so it's getting a little bit faster. But in the end, that's basically what we want to do. And now we copy this. Say now we want to move polygon. That started with -2, -2. It's gonna go back at -2, and we want to have it at -5. We could later on, we're going to see that in the end, I might switch up that number here and that a little bit for all the differences, we're going to see if that makes it better or worse. Yeah, that's something, that's the fine tinkering. But it's always going to be the same, that if it's a minus value, it's going to be minus 0.5 for now, and 0.5, because otherwise it would move out and then be in the space of somewhere else, from someone else. And let's do also one for Arbitrum, where we have, okay, that's going to be interesting. So basically, if it has a 0 value, we just let it move left and right and left and right, or up and down. So it's not going to move diagonal. Do 0.5, and now we take a look how that works out. Let's do that for 10 seconds, so it's moving a little bit faster. And it does overlap. Let's do that to 2 seconds, so it's super fast. Okay, so you see it's pulsing. Actually, that doesn't look so bad either. But it's very subtle, and that's how it should be. But let's finish up the last 4. So we have here the move avalanche, and it's 0 plus 2. Also change that to 0.5. Then also do the same for BSC. Just finally again one of the corners. Those look the best when they move. It's 0.5 and minus 0.5. And then we just have Celo and Ethereum left. Move Celo, move Ethereum, and that's minus 2 and 0 for Celo, even though it's not yet deployed there, but hopefully eventually at some point. And 0.2, and same here, also not yet deployed, but hopefully at some point in the future. All the other networks we do have. Hello, viewer number 2, whoever joined in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer any question you might have. Okay, so now all of this should retract and then pulse out, but that's not what we want. We want to give that some difference, that it's not doing that so regularly. So we are, but actually, you know what, in the meantime I should, since I don't have to do that anymore, let's write there a little bit more of a code that's easier to read. So here's the filling, here's the transformation, here's the animation name, back. Yes, writing beautiful code is very much important, because at some point you have to read it again. That's the main thing. You have to find your own shit in there, and good luck if there's just one big long line with 450 different attributes. Okay. I know that's not super interesting to watch because that's the boring stuff when doing programming. But that's also the best stuff when you're listening to music while you're programming and you have like this super nice part of a song you really enjoy. Then you can do stuff like this because you don't have to think quite a lot. You can just go with the flow. That's very enjoyable when you are to get you in this programming zone. I'm currently not listening to any music, mostly because I don't want to get flagged or something. Okay, and now we are going to add some different duration and some delay to it. And so, okay. So, Jan48, if you're still in the chat, tell me a number between 1 and 4. If you're in there. If not, then it's also not a big problem. Okay, it's probably not there anymore. So we say the first animation should go 5 seconds, then we say here 7, then this is 4, then we do 5.5, then we say 8 seconds, 10, and 8.8, 9 seconds, and then we do some very minor delay. So concentration 1 we can always start with 0 because why wait? And then we do 0.25, 0.32, 0.4, 0.2, 1.5, 0.42, 0.1337. And now it's kind of glowy all the time, right? I think that's quite nice. It should be that it never really retracts on all of them. But maybe it goes out a little bit too, so we don't do the last quarter, we do the last third. So that would be 6. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Okay, so now we have this circle here, and we can move on to the next thing, which is figuring out how to put these lines in here. And I'm gonna let's put that all into a group. All of that into a group. into a group. That into a group. So now we have here polygon. So we can all this network stuff here. Here, that's also one. That's one. Okay, so we don't need that one anymore. Delete that. That's the background shadowy stuff. Okay, group that as well. That's the full circle. Although we could now just simply exchange that. The other stuff, that's the connect symbol we're also going to remove, and that's the, yeah, we need to figure out anyways what we're going to put in the center here. But now what we do want to do is get what is that? Okay. So works. Now we need to figure out a few things. We want to put the dot down here and new. Let's get that away. Let's say we do want to put this here and say that one is say that's black. Okay, and that here. Fucking hell. That's black and that's thank you. Let's go with 2. So let's give that another try. We have this one here and we say that one should be 52. Oops. 52 pixels. And I'm gonna put that Gnosis one out here so I can grab a lot of stuff from it because I know I'm going to need that anyways. So, okay. Now we are going to course, that's super boring. That's a super boring line. That's like very, very much boring. Well, let's stick with that one line just for now. And let's get so. Let's place that one in here. I think the biggest issue I had with the previous design was the percentage amount, because that just didn't look good, I would say. So we're gonna try something else. What if really put it down there, and it doesn't look like that lines anymore, because the idea was to basically have something like this, 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 you know, and then get rid of that. We move that here in the center, and in here we have the progress bar. That's kind of like this, and that extends to here, and we duplicate that one, and then we have exactly the same problem like before, that one below looks shitty. Oh, what if we use the same color and just set it to 25%? Ooh, that kind of looks nice. I mean, it definitely looks better, and it's gonna look good with the other colors. Can't I? That's going to be interesting. Can I set this? No, that looks shitty. And that's the iceberg font, because numbers get a different font. So What the fuck is going on with the colors? Now, why is it hiding all the good colors from me? Hey, Adi, how's it going? What's up in the lands, out in the lands down underwater? Good. Pretty blub 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 wubba blub blub blub. General question: what do you prefer as a separator for thousands and for decimal points? Like a dot for the decimals and the comma for thousands, or the other way around? So, do you like it more? It looks this way or this way? You need the dot for thousands. Yeah, basically that's what I also tend, but it's so weird that there are two different things. However, everyone uses different things, and it's also super weird because the calculator in Windows, it also has the comma is separate. So I think I'm gonna have to turn that also around. But I think the APIs and all the others, they return it the other ways around. I would say so too. Yeah. That's but on the other hand, it's, and also here, if there's no decimal point anyways, I can't really do that because then I would have to load different JavaScript files as well, and I don't want to do that. And also, but if I do this here, it also doesn't really look that right? It's a little bit weird. Not so. Damn it. Yeah, but also I would find that this one here is the correct way to write it, and not like this. But let's see what do we use in the Monero wallet. Then I'll just go with that. The Monero wallet is single. So the Monero wallet uses the dots for the decimals. Yes, yeah. Based on the language in the request, yeah, but do I really want to give a fuck about that? That's the question. I think I'll just switch it over to this here, and yeah, I mean, I think it's obvious in both ways if you have the 1000 separator and the decimal separator, but if you have no decimals, then it looks weird either way, I would say. I mean, this here looks kind of weird no matter if I use the comma or the other ones, but because here, that's in the Monero wallet, we're using the dot as the decimal separator, so that would be the correct way. And light space, that is a good idea. Let's give that a try really quick. Let's put it here, and we say there's a separator, and that's for the current price. And since we're also that here, let's get that real quick try. That looks also kind of nice. Okay. Let's see. Do we have some separators in here? Great. Now, since all crypto is done, I don't have any assets in there that have more than $1,000. More than $1,000 worth each. Let's see. Yeah, and EM token uses the comma as the 1000 separator and the dot for the sheesh. What if we just do nothing? I mean, I feel it looks best if there's only one in front. It looks kind of looks the best, I would say. And for two, yeah, let's go with that separator. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so what I'm building now is there's this network, how it distributes between the networks. So there's here the center, and the center of everything is the connect router, but that's why there's a placeholder is their symbol. And you should see then how the token separates from there, and that's sort of a rough sketch how it should look like. But I started build, whoops, that's, and I need to move that. So now I'm redoing everything for that part, and now I need to find some good way to place all the informations here, where we also then have again a dot for the comma, and let's dial that one down to that's for Iceland. I mean, it's always so hard to distinguish. Sometimes it's so much easier to just build it up on the web and then apply one change to everything, and then you can sort of see how it feels together, because it takes so much longer to actually draw it in Photoshop or in Illustrator. And then there are other things that are so much easier, which makes everything sort of fuck up. So. question now is if that should be Iceland again. And also you have to think about that one here, because if the second one is down here below, and I could just don't make it that long, and there are going to be these other things. So basically the other networks should pulse towards that, and that one should pulse inwards. Maybe also do that. Okay. What if we put that on top? Okay. Okay. and we have now 7 paths. On the other, yeah, that's also not good, because the idea was to take this path here. What the fucking hell is going on? So then we make it very, very slim, and we give that one the color of another network. Let's say for okay, also with just 25%, and then we have an what the fuck? Okay, then we also have the second one here, which is then taking another color, but then I would have to sort of pick winners and losers. The ones are much in there. This. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's not what I'm looking for. But that could work. I set this one here to white. Oh, fucking hell. Why even use bigger color scheme? And then we dial that one down to 2%. We leave this one here. This. Then we still move this one down here, and to this one here. So basically what we would have now a path inside the path, and then we make this one here just ever so slightly bigger. Okay, we have to do this again. Come on! Okay. And that probably should be 6. This one in here with 4, or so, like this. And then we can put yet another one on top, and that's one that's a very, very small one. And that one gets the specific network color. And those are always updating themselves. So it goes into a circle, and it's always just missing the one, or maybe from all of them. goes from all of them. Let's see if it looks with the probably most disgusting combination here. Fucking hell. Okay. So maybe that idea with the other colors pulsing there just doesn't work well with what I'm trying to achieve here. Felt it looked way better. We just had it like this. It's a bit out there. Move that just here at the top so that it docks as well. I'm not yet happy with the gnosis chain part here. And maybe that should also be way darker. Maybe it should be opacities then later on, but looks shitty. Okay. Maybe I need an gnosis chain. And that's basically self-explanatory. You see the percentage on top, and then down there below the infos, and then how many fractions. What about streaming fraction tokens for those that watch the stream? So basically, everyone who's watching the stream can use the streaming faucet, or you mean some extra fraction for those? Of course, extra. Yeah, but yeah. So basically, there's one big problem. So basically, the project itself only provides liquidity, you know. So the only fraction, so the only tokens that get that, also the tokens that are in the faucet, they're not from the project itself. So basically, Didi bought those and provides his own fractions for the faucet, and for the others as well, I'm providing them personally. So the project itself can't really give out the fractions for viewers or anything. There's only one occasion where the fraction project itself will sort of give away fractions itself, and that's for the scavenger hunt. Then that's at some point in the future, where there will be 10 titanium plates hidden all over the world with riddles where to find them. So it's a big scavenger hunt for 10% of the whole token. Yeah, that's. But if you would have seen Hero's chill video once that I cut together, there he mentions the scavenger hunt very briefly at some point. I mean, maybe we should recap that at some point. Let's see. Was it this year? Yeah, it was this year, right? Multi-chain teaser? No, that's not it. I think that was only last year, right? Where is it? There we have it. I think that's the one. FT sale. 14th. There's a new one and there's a new one. Let's see. Time is blurry. It is indeed.
I'm losing my mind.
Okay, that's just the super duper teaser. Okay, and so then it's probably this one here. Yeah.
Fraction. A streamable token with this.
Can you see? Can you hear the audio?
I can't remember the words right in front of me. The fraction is streamable token of just. I invested in fraction today, and I got $200. Fraction, a streamable token with this.
Okay.
I have to do this over and over and over again. They say math divides us, and the only thing that doesn't divide us is a fraction. Because together with fraction,
that should be
whole.
So.
Get in character. Fraction, a streamable token with this. Fuck. I can't remember the words right in front of me. A fraction is streamable token of just. I invested in fraction today, and I got $200. fraction, a streamable token with the... Have you... I have to do this over and over and over again. They say math divides us, and the only thing that doesn't divide us is a fraction, because together with fraction, we can be whole. Get fraction today, a streamable token with a total supply of just one. It's on the XI chain and soon to be on Polygon Matic. Get a fraction of it today on the Honeyswap DEX.
Okay, we don't even mention the... It does... It's... Also, you know what's still in here?
What do you take? Coupons.
Yeah, so now I cranked it up again. Should be back to normal, but still.
What do you take? Coupons.
Jeez. What do you take? Coupons. That also never gets old. Okay, so I think we might getting somewhere here. So, Gnosis chain and I think it's still missing something. Yeah. I asked him already if he's planning to come back or something, or maybe at least do stream once a month or so on a weekend, on a Friday, where it doesn't interfere with his work so much. But that's we still need to find a way where we can spend our hero win. Hero win, just to clarify. Okay. What if we go a bit lower here? Nope. I'm still not happy, but that could be basically because of the because the color is not the best. So now we're going to try how well we can translate that now to something else. So we have now here 0.851%, and now we that the optimism colors. And then either it looks good or super duper shitty. I think that's the only two options I have here. What the? Okay. Why? That's. Was ist ein scheiß Problem, Alter? That's. Okay. Okay. So. And grab this stuff here. Oops. I do feel like everything looks super cramped still. Maybe I should get that line away. Give here more space. I feel like that doesn't make much sense. I mean, in the best case, I even throw away the name of the chain. Although the name of the chain, it's sort of also a little bit of a selling point to some degree. So I mean, selling point, but it's although, you know what, Adi? I've been thinking about actually a streaming fraction to some users that I might open up a stream, but then you would have to drop your address into the chat. Not sure if you want to do that or at some point. And then I open up a stream for anyone, but it's going to be and then I'll close all of those afterwards. Okay, what if we right here, very fancy percentage. So it's here, here, and we don't do any spacing here. And we make it much smaller. Right, that up here. to the percentage part here and we say 5 decimal points. And then we increase that very much slightly. Align that on top of here. Then align that here. And say it's 9.5. Yeah. See, Illustrator also wants to have the decimal now as a comma, not as a dot. So it's, but if Adobe doesn't give a fuck about the percentage or about the localized okay, that's way too close. That is way too close. So we do that down to 10. Stretch that up. And set that one here on top. What if that looks kind of neat. Sure. And if we add then this here, set that back to white. Hmm. T. Well, that's getting better, I would say. You can also extend that down here below with other things like how many dexes, liquidity locked. Yeah, that's what would be another interest. Yeah. But that's not. Since that's can do this here. Everything's on the line. Ooh, yeah. I start to like it, to admit. That's super important. Let's maybe also this one. Okay. And let's the main path. Okay. Set 5 and profile. That looks shitty. No, we get rid of that. Fuck that shit. Okay. But I do think I need some white elements here for the main path, because otherwise that's going to be this here away and this here away, and we're going to move them along here, and we move all of those here. Make that. Needs to be. Okay. I mean, that's a little bit retro now, but why the fuck not? Let's see, let's find that with that here. And let's make this line. It's actually a little bit massive. Why is that happening? Come on. That color picking fucking shit there. And now we are about to see if that works vertical and the other way around. So we're going to duplicate that, take this down here, then we take a look at that. Nope, that's not the correct one. Also not the correct one. Also not the correct one. Let's see. Need to find. So I'll just do some weird numbers I just come up with. So okay, then let's send. Okay. if we have the Arbitrum logo somewhere here. Website, material, some logo, network logo, Arbitrum. In there. Still the color picker, since it's going to be a clusterfuck anyways. I'm just going to get it. Selecting things. Okay, and now the interesting part starts, where we're turning it up, and we are going to flip that one. Group here. It obviously needs then to be right in the center. That's gonna be like in here. This one here and just take a quick look if it works inverted as well. So we are going to need these two. Okay. That, 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 that. Okay, so maybe that's not that yet. That. But this here and this here needs to get transformed. Anyways, so it's down here. Then we need the chain thingy here. So just place this one right here, right here, right here. Bigger, but that's and key. That is so stupid that I have to move this down here to get that one up. But I don't know why that's the case. Okay, then we have here the percent. That's also, then we say that there's now, for some reason, 30.2931%. Just so we have some. And that gets moved here. Okay. Then we also have the name, which is let's say that there are 28 and 3. That actually kind of looks neat that it fades out like this. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. And let's prepare that for the Gnosis chain also really quickly. So that must be somewhere in here. We have 82. That's so fucking stupid. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Then we do give that a try to see how it looks if it's empty. Of him. So, okay. The wrong thing. And needs to. Okay. Okay. Give me the ring, and that's here. Add. That's cello. Zero fractions, zero extremes. Okay. Let's group that. And let's give that just 25 even. Okay. Come on, change the color. Right. There we are. So now we have that in place. Yeah, it's gone. Let's kill that. That one. Okay. Okay, so I think we're getting somewhere. I think probably that's gonna look very neat when we increase here we let the bars get here, we let the numbers count up. Okay. Okay, of course there's then avalanche in here, but that's basically just another red one, and here polygon here on top, which also looks kind of nice. Then let's kind of finish that up. Just that we have everything in place. So there, that needs to get transformed to that one. Okay, back here. That here, and that's polygon. Of course, that's again assigned the wrong way, but now we that. Polygon color, got it, and move that one in here. Okay. Now we have polygon here as well. Let's save that, and then there's only one thing missing, and that is avalanche. We take this one here. This polygon. So we duplicate Arbitrum. Okay. That, 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 and that needs to get transferred. Okay. So let's mirror this here. We put that in. Set this. Then we write here avalanche, avalanche, and let's close that. Open it up once more. Then with here avalanche color. That's this here. That's percent. Okay. Then let's add 4 streams. These are also red. Shove that in here. Then this is as well. Down. Select this color. color here, and we do have to almost fucked it up, so moving this down here, and of course a little bit slimmer, and that must be of course here as well. So then the ring here, the ring gets the red color, okay. And then don't think I have the correct. I think that one is empty, right? Yeah. Let's see if I go to the Avalanche website. Is it? Oh, it's okay. Can be transparent. Nice. So I don't feel bad. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Although it probably looks better with the white in there. Would it be? I'm gonna have to try that later on. But it should be consistent. So either I make this one here then white as well, or make this here black and this here in the same colors, but I tend to stick with, well, we'll have to figure it out. Okay, then I'm going to save that. I think we're good, I would say. And then 3 hours, that's not bad. We did build the SVG, this small center part, and got the distribution overview. Right, so it's building probably won't take that long. I mean, it's probably also the next session, which will be most likely on Thursday. So I try to do Mondays and Thursdays at the same time to have this continuous thing over here. Might add here some extension as well, because I'm not super happy with it, but overall I think I like it. The center part, that's going to need some adjustments as well, because I'm not so sure what I'm going to put in there. If there's going to be the fraction token itself, or the fraction token, and the connect symbol, like very small. Not too sure. We'll have to see about that. But I feel like there's some progress now. I think it needs more cowbell. What do you mean more cowbell? It's the token is already on CowSwap, so if you go to the CowSwap exchange, no, not sure. It's not the okay, yeah, I'll watch it then when I'll watch it right away when the stream ends, which will be right now in like 2 minutes. Okay. Good. I kind of like it. So I will watch it right away, but I won't watch it on stream. No. I think I might then just animate some things in here, at least let this one bleep, and then that's it. Okay, I'm close to hitting the 3-hour mark. I think that's enough for tonight. Thanks for joining in, and see you guys next time, whoever wants to tune in.